So for most of you who didn't understand what I just did, of course for the other Mach 1 that's over there that's rusted, that's going to be the supercharged build. This is the clean build. So I already got the tire size and everything else, so whenever I get to that video, we'll just say the tires and the rims that are going to come from it are going to get taken completely off, but then everything else will just either get repaired or replaced. I'm just replacing the tires so that I don't have to go ahead and waste time on it. In fact, I should have gone ahead and done 2 more front spring systems for it as well. So I'm only taking off the axle. Maybe a couple pieces here and there. Then we're going to go work on the front. And then we're going to get these builds put together, and then we're going to put the tires on. The engine is going to be the last thing I'm going to do. That doesn't mean I'm not going to take it apart. Once I get the suspension system completely finished and done, I'm going to take the engine apart. Okay, so we got 2 pieces that we need to remove. Actually, just one. And then we're going to remove that. Then we're going to remove this. Alright, we're going to go ahead and remove this. So basically, we're just going to do exactly what we normally do, except for I'm not putting the tires on last. Because all the other little pieces are just going to be little small individual pieces. Some of them will have multiple attachments before we can attach them to the vehicle. Like the caliper. These arms, upper and bottom arms. And while we are working on the once we finish with the suspension system, I'm going to take off the fence after when I replace all of the pieces I just took off. So, I mean, I can take it off right now, but you know what? Might as well. Alright. Alright, let's see what we gotta replace. Now, I gotta say, it's quite a few pieces, but no, did I? No, okay, so. Okay, so we're gonna need two, alright, so I believe we need, I don't think we need fronts, but we will need back, and I think we're gonna need, either it's B or A. It's B. I know we need one of those. We're gonna need two of these, two of these. We did see one of those get destroyed. We're gonna need two of those. And I need two of those. Why not? We'll just add 4. Alright. Alright, so all we need is a brake drum. Okay, so we don't have to replace a whole lot. So as we get these four on, let's start working on the rest of the vehicle. Perfect timing. Alright. Let's go to the front and let's see what we need. And voila, so this is what it looked like before. Just a little bit less rusty. if you have a PC and you had the game, yes. But if you're playing on console, no. And to be honest with you, it's much better on console than it is on PC. I mean, they both are even. From what I'm seeing on PC, people who play this game on PC, you can have multiple mods with different types of vehicles, vehicle mods, whatever. Like Bugatti. There's some people who have that, car in the game. That's a mod. But the only bad thing about it is whenever you add a part, you literally have to move the mouse to that piece. Like a small screw when you're about to put a piece in, like a tire. You have to go to each one to put it in. On console, you don't get the options of having mods, but you have the DLCs. But I can just hold X and it'll automatically go through all 4 of them with no problem. Alright, so now we're going to drop the vehicle, in which right now I got 3 DLC vehicles. This one is going to be a clean build. Basically, everything is just going to be replaced. There's no special upgrades to it. It's just going to be stock, but cleaner. Then, of course, we got the Ford Mustang. I already did like a view of it. Its majority of the engine needs a little bit of work. Just the small parts. The body and the windows and the interior are fine. It's just the probably the bottom axle, engine bay, that just needs fixing. Well, thank you. Welcome to the channel. If you send me your your YouTube channel, I will subscribe in return. So I know this one right here that I'm going to be doing. If I can find a supercharged hood for it, I'll make the supercharge out of that one. So we're going to move the essentials. We got to get back here for this one. I think that's all the essentials. We're going to go ahead and pull out the engine. Now, a whole lot of parts of this engine, well, let me just say that every piece on this engine will need to be taken out so I can fix the block, if I can fix it. So we just took out the engine. Alright, so I'm going to go to the, well, that's what I normally do is, you guys help me get this video, this channel up. I mean, I already have another one, but there's a kind of a story to that one. No, it didn't go down, it's just, kind of forgot the password. And I thought I did, and it just created me a new channel, so I was like, oh, okay, well, great. Alright, so, let me go back. So you have 2 body shops, you have 2 parts, and then you have 1 specifically for gears. So we have the regular body website, and I keep hitting the wrong button. I need to hit triangle when I'm in that video, or that app. And then we have this one. This is the one where you get the high performance, like different headlights that are not stock. Keep pushing the wrong button. Then of course you got, now this one isn't for all of them. The only one that this one covers is gears, or well, gearbox, just the parts. Engine, suspension, brakes, and it's just suspension and brakes are the only two that are not listed. But you get some exhaust, and then of course you get the gearbox. Now the gearbox actual app's right here. So if you want to get like an upgraded gearbox to actually tune up, this is the website you go to. So anyways, we are going to go back to the phone, go to here. I want to go to here. I'm going to hit here. And they do not. So, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have this one without a hood. When we look at the stats, of course this is a DLC vehicle. This is a Ford Mustang Mach 1. You have the current color and the factory color. Mileage, which that really doesn't really affect you or in your gameplay. Global body condition just shows how much parts that need to be replaced or fixed, as well as global parts, which is just general parts. Frame condition and interior condition, whether you need to replace parts or basically for the frame, it's just you taking off the rust by welding it. Interior conditions is when you clean the interior. Now I don't have the interior seats or the steering wheel in, but that's a part of the global body. You know, global body is more of your hood, front bumper, back bumper, trunk, hood, fenders, glass, doors, and your side mirrors. Your global parts are more of your steering wheel, seating, tires, rims, brake system, suspension system, engine parts. So then of course on the you get the engine, which is the stock engine is the V8 OHV 385. But if you look onto the other side where it says swap options, these are the different engines you can build. So the one that we're going to go with is a V8 2-carb OHV supercharged. Oh, well, not for this build, but for this one right here is what we're going to do is the supercharged version. After I get done with these three vehicles, if I can find my phone, we have the Dodge Viper, which is, I'm just going to be fixing it up. It's already halfway fixed, it just needs some parts like the Mustang. Then we got the Dodge Challenger, or not Challenger, the Charger, but that's going to be a supercharged. And then we have a Dodge Challenger, which is the same year model, and it's also going to be a supercharged because I've done the clean build, but for the Challenger, it actually made it into a sleeper, so it's not 100% a clean build, even though it's clean. So, anyways, wow, it's already been 40 minutes. For the last video, which was episode, I think, 13. Yeah. That one I did in 51 minutes. I built the Lotus, Elias S1. Okay, so all the bad parts on this vehicle, I believe, are removed. So we are going to either So I do have a hood. I do not have one of the fenders. I do have this. No, I don't even have any of the fenders. I don't have any of the lights or the glass. Glass you won't be able to fix. I don't even have the trunk anymore. I don't even have the lights. I don't even have the rear bumper, so doors, mirrors, glass, front, or not front, back bumper, and the two front fenders. So we're gonna go to search. Alright, so we need door, window, front, door, window. Back, yep. And there we go. Any additional parts that you add to the vehicle, like the hood or any piece, you will have to take it to a to the paint shop to get it to its original color. Now there are a select few vehicles I still haven't gotten to or gotten. I have not seen a Barracuda. And I'm hoping I will get to the Barracuda. Or I at least get one. If I get two, well, of course, you know me. And if you don't know me, well, it's better to get to know me by watching the videos. I do a clean build and a supercharged build. So we're going to move this. As long as you have the rims and wheels on, even without the engine or anything, you'll be able to move it to the paint, which I actually moved it to a different area. So the one that we're building was a yellow. There it is. Yeah, I accidentally moved it to the parking lot. I always keep forgetting that P does not stand for paint. It stands for parking lot. So move, paint. Now, whenever you do leave to go to that door, just to go to the parking, just to pick out a vehicle, all of the essential tools like the engine, the thing that you use to pull the engine out and then put the engine back in, all of that will move to its original place. Alright, anyways. Now let's have a little bit of fun. So we are going to do a clean. It's kind of a little bit laggy. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah. So when we first got the car, after I cleaned it, at the beginning of this video, you saw the black light, the black stripes. So now we got it back up. So now we are going to move it to lift A. Now is for the fun part. Yep, this engine was missing a whole lot of pieces. It's missing the head cover, both head covers. Okay, so that one's attached. This one's not attached. This one's not attached. Now, if you ever do need help with the yeah, you have to rebuild the entire engine. I mean, you can, you know, be able to repair some of the parts. It's not going to say which parts did get repaired, and actually it does say it. It just, you gotta pick them out. But for some of those builds that you probably don't know, there is one vehicle or a few vehicles that have both A clips and B clips. Your B clips go towards your ignition shooter and the cap that you put on it. And then A is like a filter. But it's not like the filter, like, for this particular engine, we won't need clips A. No, but we will need 2 clip Bs. Now, if you get like, let's say, let's look at this one. Okay, so I'm going to use this one as an example, and we're going to look at the other engine as well for Mach 1. Because it's basically the same thing, just differently. So you notice how there's no additional filter? The filter is actually on top, and you saw me remove it from the engine that I'm building over there. There's no filter on top or around it. The filter is actually right here. And then here's where your clips A's are going to go. It's only for the vehicles that have these parts to it. I kind of figured that out the hard way. Okay, so now we can remove here. Then we've got the timing chain. We'll be able to move the camshaft. Now it's time for the clutch bearing, clutch pressure plate. Then the clutch plate flywheel. Now most people are like, oh well, that was fast, you're almost done with the engine. You're right, I am almost done, but however, remember, this thing was already missing quite a bit of pieces. Alright. Now, for those people who are still watching, or, you know, they end up watching the video later or whenever, it is always good to put your engine on the engine stand. But the only way you can get the engine on the engine stand is if you pull it out from here with the engine crane. And the reason for that is I took the actual block off just to see if I can repair it, in which of course I did. I can just go back, add the parts, or add mounted parts, and I can put that engine block back on without even having to search for what engine I'm building. We'll put the camshaft in. Oh no, we need to remove that. So, it looks like we did not. So, Now, before I continually build up with the vehicle, we are going to remove pieces. Now, normally the battery, of course, the battery showing that it's not 100%. Just go and charge it, and then it become 100%. Oh, did I actually take off the door? Okay, well, I just added a door there, so I don't need it in my inventory, and that's going to save more room. Especially when I'm about to delete a whole lot of pieces. Or parts that I do not need. Now, most of you are like, well, why would you keep all these pieces? Why would I not? Oops. I forgot what piece that was. But it was a piece that I actually needed that was good. Oh well. We'll find it whenever we add the vehicle together. So now we're going to go back to the parts. We are going to go to engine. No, I think we had that piece. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to build the engine. I'm looking for a V8 OHV, so as soon as I find one of the letters in it, which is right here, the one that we need is just exactly right here. Welcome back. We're going to put ignition. We're going to need a vehicle. We're going to need one of these. We're going to need a cap. We're going to need one of these. Okay. Do we have any clip Bs? Nope. So V8 piston. Alright, so the bottom half is done. Well, the bottom is done. And there's your filter system. So we need a V8. OHV. About like 3 weeks. But the reason why I know more about these parts and stuff is because I used to not say work for a mechanic shop. No, I was in high school about 8 years ago. I was in a mechanic shop class, so yeah. Alright, so we got a V8, so that means, no, this is what things could kind of catch you. V8 basically means that, hey, you're going to have 4 spark plugs, so we're going to need 8 spark plugs, 4 on each side. We're going to need 16 push valve rods. That means that we're also going to need 16 rocker arms. 2 push valve rods for each piston. So we're going to need regular, okay, so we're going to put rod in. Now you can only buy 10 pieces at a time, 10 or anything below. So we're going to go with rocker. And 6. Now this is where things kind of get kind of boring. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. No, I got the regular PS4. Like the first edition, not the PS4 Slim. not the PS4 Pro. It's just regular. That's one side done. Well, kinda. For that portion of the build. We gotta do the, what do we need? We need I think we need servicing belts, exhaust, manifold, engine head covers, flywheel, clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, and the clutch bearing. And then the ignition wires. Then we're also going to need I think a power steering. I don't think I already have one of those in. Oh, and I forgot about the spark plugs. So there's 4, so there's going to be 8 in total. Okay, that's power steering. So yeah, we got the, alright, so we got power steering, water pump, and the alternator. So now we got a crankshaft pulley. But we're just going to put pulley because both the ones that we're going to need right in here. So we need a water pump pulley V8 OHVI. Alright. Camshaft. I think it was this one. It's either going to be this one or that one. Alright, so we need a 17 belt A V8 OHVI. Now here's the catch. It says A at the beginning. That means that there's also going to be another one. So you're going to need 17 belt B V8 OHV. And I don't know what the letter is for the last one. Or for the next piece. So let's go ahead and get 17 belt. And it was 17 belt A V8 OHV I and yep, same one, but it's just a B. And then this one will go towards that and that. That's a weird fan. So all we need is 2 engine covers, one for each side, but different letter. Exhaust manifold on both sides. And I think this engine's done. So we need a ignition wire V8. So it's one of these two. This is the sandbox version. This isn't like where anything will actually cost you anything. So basically, the sandbox version, it's like, so you get regular with the twirl, then you got sandbox, then you got expo mode. This is the sandbox mode. Oh man, that looks beautiful. Alright, the interior's in. license plates, exhaust. Let's see what we need. You can, but in the sense you can, but it's only a test drive. I'll show you. I'm gonna test drive the Mach 1 whenever I get it finished. It's almost done too. Battery should be done. What was it? It was a rear muffler. Okay, got it. All we need is the license plate, and we are done. No, none of these license plates are accurate, so... Yeah, you actually had to put oil in it. So I've never done the airport one or the off-road track. I've done the racetrack. I've done the speed test. It's where they drag race. There we go. It's kind of hard to drive. So you have three places, actually four places to get vehicles. You got the car salon, car auction, junkyard, and a barn. Depending on where you get your cars, depending on how much damage or how much work we need. If it's in a junkyard, it's full restoring. If it's, I mean, occasionally you'll get like, you know, some of them that are not as bad. Auctions are just as ones that are just not as bad to ones that, you know, half of it's rebuilt and half of it needs to be a little bit work to it. Like that Mustang. Not the other Mach 1 or this one. But they're just like this. I have not touched this car. All the videos that I have are already pre-planned. So I bought this car from the auction. And this is what it looked like when I bought it. All the question marks are undecisive. So no one knows if it's good or bad. And then we get to the body. The body's in perfect condition. So I don't have to change any of the fenders, hood, glass, mirrors, or any of the lights. Let's see how fast this thing can go without any additional speed. So the top speed is 240. We went from 0 to 50 kilomiles per hour. Or no, that's no. KMS or can't even speak. KMH was about 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Getting to from 50 to 100, which is like 50 miles per hour more. It's 5 minutes, so between that would be like 3 minutes and 20 seconds and 9 milliseconds. No, 100 to 200? That's a different ballgame. That is 14 minutes. And 11 seconds and 5 milliseconds of a difference. That means that if it can go up to 240, that means that I can upgrade it for the supercharge. So we got one mock done. I'm gonna send it to the parking lot. Now I got so many vehicles that I gotta build. It doesn't tell you which ones are built. It doesn't tell you which ones are finished or anything. It's just a random guess. The majority of them I know I've completed. So the Dodge Challenger here, the bottom one, and then the bottom Dodge Charger are the two I have not done. The top two, which is the second car on the list and the third on the list, those are completed. The Lotus E-Spirit S1, I've done one of those before, but I don't think that one is completed or finished or done. Yeah. You have up to 13 parking levels. So, yeah. We're gonna go to the junkyard so I can show you what it looks like. Then I'll show you what the auction looks like. Hopefully we can get a car that I've never seen or done, but more likely I will. 3 vehicles only spawn at a time at the junkyard. Occasionally you'll get 1 or 2. Same thing with the barn. Sometimes you will get 1 with 1 car, 1 with 2 cars, 1 with 3 cars. I'm not seeing anything. Never mind. What are you? I already have 2 of them that I need to build. What are you? Never mind. I already know what you are. You are a Lotus Ellis S1. I've already done one of you. Okay, we hit the jackpot. So there's 3 DLC vehicles. But this is the one that I've done a Porsche. I've done this particular Porsche, but this is the American version, and this is the Porsche 911 RS American 964. The other one I did was the Porsche 11 964. So we're gonna park that in the garage. And yeah, no parking lot, not the garage. Or so we did get a good find. Just not the best find, but I did get a car that I've never, I mean, somewhat worked on. The Porsche that I did was the Porsche 911 Turbo S, and then now I got the American. I do have two Bugattis. I have a Ford GT40. Done the Ford F350 Super Duty. I have two Dodge Rams. I have it done. Let's go to the auction. I've already done a Chapman. I've done multiple. I'm looking at one vehicle that is in this listing that I have not done. And we're gonna grab it. So I got a double good find. I don't know if I have one of these, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, but this is not the vehicle I'm referring to. So whenever you do an auction, always make sure that you do it in sandbox because you don't run out of money. Yellow is yours, red is there another potential buyer. So we end up getting the car, putting it in the garage. Now this is the vehicle I was referring to. The Jeep Grand Cherokee. Oops, I put it in the wrong spot. Oh well. Look at this Mustang. I mean, there is a Dodge Challenger. There we got another Chapman. I want to see what the Mustang looks like. It's clean. I'm not seeing any rust. I do like the color, but no. Nope. And then we're going to show you the barn, and then I'm going to end the live stream. Where is... Oh, there it is. I'll possibly head on Grand Theft Auto before I gotta go somewhere. So we got two vehicles in here. We got a Mazda. We got two Mazdas, but one of them is a DLC and the other one is not a DLC. We have the Mazda RX-7, I believe. Yep. And then we got the Mazda. Mazda RX-3. Nope. Nope. Those crates will hold more stuff. Alright, well,